All right, I just got out of the shower. I've been drying my hair. That was my first shower, and it was great. I didn't even need to sit on the little stool or use the hand. I mean, I just kind of balanced with my hand on the wall, but I didn't need to use the handle. I would have if I needed to, but I didn't need to. I was in there about 30 minutes. I washed my hair and it was like a regular shower. I almost could forget. I had to be careful to remind myself that I can't move around as fast as I used to, but if I don't think about it, I'll try to just act normal because it feels pretty normal. This morning we took, so this was 72 hours. Today is Sunday morning. I had the surgery Thursday morning. Yeah, 72 hours. Still no oxy. I am right now probably on I've passed my Tylenol time to take a next dose, and I just don't feel anything. During the night, I slept pretty well, except for going to the bathroom. And I didn't use a wedge or anything. I just stretched out, just in the bed, slept great. When I first got in bed, I had the ice on until the ice got warm. And I noticed both yesterday and last night that when I had the ice pack on, I could feel the incision stinging a little bit. I think the ice was making it, I kept thinking I need to put the ice more on the incision, but I think it was making the incision hurt a little bit. So I left it there though until, I felt like I needed to do something since I wasn't elevating. So I left the ice until it, 2 or whatever in the morning and took it off. But I didn't feel any incision pain after that, and I still don't this morning. So we did unwrap the ACE bandage and everything, and took off the gauze pad, which had the tiniest little drops of dried blood. It just looked like nothing. I'm amazed that there was no oozing, there's no nothing. And I have pictures of those that I can show. There's a little bit of bruising, but not nearly what I expected. There's swelling, but not nearly what I expected. And so it looks like it's really healing very well. It's just remarkable. Everything I've done has been less painful, less uncomfortable than what I anticipated. I really thought that shower would be difficult, but it was not at all. And I've heard other people say how tired they are. They don't have the energy level. I guess because I never had a great energy level, it doesn't seem like that much. I feel sleepy. I'd like to sleep some more, but I can't sleep unless I'm flat, and I don't think that's a good idea to stay flat all day. So, but I'm not tired. I'm not like exhausted, like getting out of the shower. I stood in here and did my hair. I didn't need to go sit down. So I feel pretty good. My thigh is still sore, but I don't think as much as yesterday. Walking was easier this morning. The first couple of steps is very, like I've got to lean a lot on the walker, but after a few steps, I don't really need to lean too much. I know I have to use the walker. I think that's the safest thing to do, but I feel like it also hinders me. Like if I'm holding onto the kitchen counter downstairs, I can just walk normally, and I feel like my gait and everything is so much better. So yeah, no additional pain. I'm still numb on the inside calf. Felt so good to take that ACE bandage off. And so now we're getting ready to I've been in the robe and let my leg air dry because I've still got those little strips across there, across the incision. And now we're gonna put a pad over that. I don't have the same kind of dressing as other people do because of my allergy to adhesives. So I think they're called steri strips. And then we're to put a gauze pad over that, and then a thigh-high stocking to hold all that on because there's no tape. Well, we're not going to tape anything in place. So that's what we're going to do now, and I'm going to get dressed and pretty much have a normal day, have breakfast, everything, not been nauseous at all, anytime. But I'm not taking any drugs that would probably make me nauseous, but at least, I can eat. I have an appetite. My appetite's not quite as good as usual because I usually have a pretty darn good appetite. I'm hungry this morning at 6. My stomach was growling, and I went back to sleep and then got up and ate. So it's all pretty normal, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.